You got me feeling emotions. This episode, the Battle of Winterfell, again, took me through emotions. First of all, my ass can't even go back to sleep. An hour and a half ago, I was talking about how exhausted I was. This episode is in dedication of the Red Lady, Melisandre. Rest in peace. I really don't have that much to say about this episode, except for the fact that this episode should just be referred to as Arya motherfucking Stark, point blank, period. Okay? She came through and saved the day. Because the Red Lady said to her, what do we say to death? And that shit, that's the ultimate hype man. Theon had the most heroic death. And that is how he will die, as a hero, as going up against the Night King. Wait, did anybody peep the Night King's coke nail? Going up against the Night King. This is probably the most heroic way that he was able to full circle come back to whom he was. A ward estate. Y'all forget, Theon was a foster kid. Then he was Reek. Well, before that, he screwed over Bran. Bran said all is forgiven. Bran's a forgiving motherfucker, but let me tell you something about Bran. Bran slept through the whole damn battle. He slept through the battle like a guy fake sleep on the train when he sees somebody pregnant. That was Bran. I owe my friend dinner. I'm not even going to say her name. For the longest, she's been talking to me about these conspiracy theories that they were going to wake the dead up from the crypt in Winterfell. And I was like, miss me with that. And lo and behold, she was right from all of her, all these weird articles that she's been reading. And I was like, miss me with that. I owe you dinner. Friday. Let's go. My word is bond. All right. This flammable ass rig. Her name is Melisandre. I apologize for not giving you a review last week. All I can say about last week is that it is one of the best written episodes, not just of Game of Thrones, of any show ever. And that should be the episode that they submit for the Emmys for best screenwriting, because the dialogue was impeccable. And I mean, probably the most amazing thing was that Arya and Gendry got it going on. And last week, I'm not going to roll into it, but everyone was going all crazy about it and saying, oh my gosh, it was just the worst thing to ever watch. Listen, Arya done killed people. You watch incest. You watch people getting killed. You watch sex with prostitutes. You watch incest. But Arya jumping on a D was this big issue. It's very sexist. It's very chauvinistic, because this was one of the few episodes where a woman had sex and she wanted to have sex, right? There we go. Rest in peace to the House of Mormont. Again, we get so wrapped up into some of the very sort of themes about how women are oppressed and within this, and the patriarchal composure, and then it's always a woman who just comes and saves the day. The damn giant, what was his name? Whatever his name was, he came back as a White Walker, and she killed him. And granted, she had to sacrifice herself. And this episode is really about sacrifice. The dragon was sacrificed. Bran was almost sacrificed. Theon sacrificed himself. Lady Mormont sacrificed herself. Everybody's doing a Sierra prayer to get you a Russell. You need to do you a Sir Mormont prayer or a Grey Worm prayer, because they come through. All right. So that's the type of man you need to pray for. I really don't have that much to say about this episode, except that it was all, Jon and Daenerys. It was such an odd aspect of seeing how, we think of these dragons as these amazing mystical creatures. And at the end of the day, who comes and really shuts it down is one of the youngest women on the episode, right? I think Arya is even younger than Daenerys when we think about the first season, and young women, or the youngest ones, are the ones that came in and really save the day. I mean, who knew that by stabbing the Night King with Valyrian steel in his heart? Because remember when they made him, remember that episode where they made him, they turned him, and they hit him with the steel then, and they turned him into the Night King. Look at that, you know. How much money do you think Bran owed the Night King? Because the Night King was on his 50 cent coming through, and with all that destruction. And look at how, like, best plans, no one factored in the aspect of the crypt. No one factored in what to do when the Night King comes. Everybody was just like, okay, we're just going to give Bran up, you know? And Theon fought to the death, you know? I shed a tear for Sir Mormont. I shed a tear for Lady Mormont. The people who we thought were going to die in this episode didn't. And so, you know, because I was like, there's 3 episodes left. Not everybody's going to die this episode. But this is a very expensive, one of the most, I think they say it's like one of the most expensive battles ever. And my guts is all messed up. My blood pressure is all messed up. The adrenaline is still pumping in my system. And, I would like to quite put together, and maybe I have to watch it again, which I will. What was the point, or what's so linked between Melisandre and the Night King, that the Night King's death, then Melisandre then finally, exposed herself and said, I'll go. And who knew that necklace and that robe meant so much for her self-preservation, The Hound had a damn panic attack. Shit, we always have a panic attack. But the Hound is someone who always has a panic attack. The dude that's been resurrected 19 times, he served his purpose. And I think, remember in last episode when the Hound said to him, how many times are you going to come back? And, this last time was for this big battle. And that's, I think, kind of sort of full circle, right? It's like Sir Mormont protected Daenerys. This is probably going to be her last battle where he can protect her, right? And he sacrificed himself. That was sad, but that's what happens when you get with an older man. Daenerys, no, that's funny. That's her sugar daddy. Okay, I'll kill Daenerys, his sugar daddy. This was just visually impeccable. It just had me. First of all, I was I had to get down on the floor to watch this episode. I could not watch it on the bed. For some reason, it just couldn't connect with me that well. And I was just sitting up and I just couldn't. What did the Night King want? I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, what's, Bran took a nap through the whole damn thing. But I still would like to find out, what did the Night King want? What purpose will Bran serve for the next 3 episodes? Because now we back to Daenerys or whatever. And what happened to Ghost? I hope Ghost is still with us. I mean, that dog got 9 damn lives. And we lost some good people this episode, but we all knew people were going to pass away. I don't think we were surprised that much anymore. And again, shout out to Arya Stark. When you need shit done, and after all the destruction and everything, you got to call a woman. Of course. So between Arya, Lady Mormont, and Melisandre, this episode is Ladies' Night, and the feeling's right. Oh, yes, it's Ladies' Night. Let me take this itchy ass, hot ass wig off. All right. See you again.